What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and in the last video we went through the first half of our off-season with MTSU and their first season, and today we're going to do the second half of the off-season, starting off with the spring game, then we'll go into training, cutting players, and all that good stuff. Before we get to the spring game, I want to show you a couple of things. First of all, I was told that I needed to adjust my quarter length for the spring game. You know, the spring game, you got two halves. At default, it's at 5 minutes. I changed this to 8, but I already went ahead and tested it, and it won't let me change it. It's going to stay at 5, which is not a big deal. But that's one of the things about EA when they, put in new features in these games is because if you go to the rosters and you go, we'll just go right here. The problem is technically we only got 47 players on the roster. That's not much to deal with. Because once you get into the spring game, you're going to have a lot of open holes to fill. And I don't know if that was just something they didn't think about when they implemented. But like I said, most new features put into a game, like I said, this is the brand new feature put in the 07, is it's just not fully materialized. It takes them a game or two to really figure out how to make it work. So there's going to be some points, some skill positions where it's going to be kind of bare. For example, like offensive tackle, it's going to be a little interesting, and, center, we're kind of low there. We just don't have any of our freshmen on campus yet. Middle linebacker is going to be tough. We don't have any free safeties whatsoever. They're all freshmen. And we don't even have a punter. So having said all that, what we got to do is once we get to the spring game is go to the depth chart and make some adjustments. So we're going to go into the spring game. We're going to start that. And the blue team starts off on defense. So technically, it doesn't really matter what I got to do here. I have to adjust the depth charts for both at certain positions, like the ones that were depleted. Middle linebacker, punter, center, offensive tackle. And I'll try to make those adjustments before we get into it. The downside is you got to do it twice. They got the goofy little point system. So we're going to start off on defense. But we got to go to in-game strategy into the depth chart. And as you can see here, this is the blue team and the white team. So either way, I still have to adjust these. Now, we're going to be fine at quarterback. We got two guys there. Halfback. So you got to make all these adjustments. I don't want a free safety there. I want that guy right there. I'm okay with that. Wide receiver. I'm okay with those 5. The tight end, we got 2. Unfortunately, we're going to have some issues here. Well, we'll put an angle there. So what's interesting is I see what they've done. Oh, that's really cool. It done it for me. They did put walk-ons on there. They got the same 6'5", 415-pound walk-on. That's great. I love it. So this is the second string. Because if you go here, oh, no, it's not. It's the same regardless. Well, that's just really weird. Let's make that adjustment while we're at it. Let's put in the other guy. He's the exact same player. Unless I missed something. I thought I saw his name twice. Either way, we got that set up. The guard's fine. Center. We'll put in Parks. See, it's glitchy. There's just no way around that. It's just glitchy. Right guard is fine. Right tackle. And again, I hate that I have to do this twice. But we're going to have a bunch of goofy spots. For example, this is going to be a, James Stanback. I don't even know who this kid is. 70 overall. Once I move him down, though, I need to put Hofacker here. Then we'll put Stanback there. Yeah, this is just all kinds of wrong here. Let me look here. None of this really matters, I guess. And I hope nobody gets injured in any way in this spring game. I don't think that happens. Like, who's this guy? Anthony Vogelpole. True freshman, 6'4", 188. I'm pretty sure he wasn't one of the guys that we recruited. But they got him listed here twice. Again, they just fill up spots as best they can. And they leave out players. Like this Glover kid. Why isn't he on here? It's just little stuff like that. And I guess I could have done this outside of the game, but not really because the walk-ons wouldn't show up. Like, here's a punter, and here's the... I don't know. It just makes no sense. So, if you go back middle linebacker, see, it's still... Maybe it's all jacked up. I don't know. Who cares? I'm not going to waste your all time doing all that. So let's just get into it. We'll just breeze through this. I'll run clock and such. Because none of it really matters. Now, a player's performance in this game does affect their training. So when I get on offense, maybe I can make some adjustments or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just get through this. I'll just stay here. We'll go quarters. I got them set up with the Stanford playbook, so they are going to run an offense what we do run, because that's the playbook I used. Gosh, that linebacker is just ginormous. So look how big 47 is. Yeah, I got to go back and look how big he is. I have to go look. Is he the middle linebacker, or is he outside linebacker? He's one of these guys. I don't know where he went. He's right here. 6'7", 186. That's his name, I guess. Or that's his... I guess that's him. Let's do another zone blitz. Yeah. He doesn't look like he's 187. He looks more like he's 287. It's little stuff like this that makes things, you know, kind of goofy and fun. I just wish it was more implemented better. So it's 3rd and 1. Our backup quarterback is doing his thing. We'll just go with a 1 high.
3rd and 1. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Some of these walk-ons I wouldn't mind having on my roster. That free safety is just ginormous. That's a good stop by Hofacker. They're going to, of course, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 2. Let's just stick with the same play. It's fine.
4th and 2. Ball on the 49-yard line.
We will pick our impact guys, which I'm really excited about. I know I have a pretty good direction on how I want to do that. So they turned it over. So they're going to get the ball back on the 20. Now let's do the under front. Let's just do quarters. So they are throwing the ball pretty much every single time. Don't know if that means anything. Yep, they're still going to throw. That's a good little play there. I should have stuck with the guy.
Number 83 makes the reception.
Let's see. Well, let's go back. We'll do another zone blitz.
2nd and 4. Ball on the 26-yard line.
We'll go right here. I'm going to blitz with my walk-on. That dude is... Hey, look how big he is! And they got him listed like a 187. Did I look at that correctly? Surely I did. Yeah, 6'7", 186, and he's built like Brock Lesnar. I don't know. That's cool to see, though. So it's 3rd and 11. Well, we'll do basic quarters. Or we'll do cover 3.
3rd and 11. Ball on the 19-yard line.
So I get to control the first team for both sides. He's got all day to throw. And we finally got to him. 4th down. We can try something a little bit. They're staying in a bigger set. Well, let's just do quarters. That's fine. This gives you a chance to fool around with their playbook a little bit. Although, I guess it would help to paddle with some stats if you can. Because, again, this does help with training. And look who made the sack. Mosley. I wish that clock would like be a running clock. That'd be nice.
They'll start the drive at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this big free safety is just a monster. Stay on my program. He'll leave. Their fullback, right, Stevens. He's my backup, I guess. I need to know my roster better. We'll go back to quarters.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Going with a screen. Good stop there.
Number 83 with the reception. Loss of 4 on the
3rd and 14. We'll just go back to cover 3. I'm just trying to work on things that I'm used to running.
16-yard line.
I could experiment with some things, but Okay, don't really matter. Oops. Picked the wrong guy there. Gave them extra yards. 4th and 6. Let's go here. Let's do this. It's literally called just zone blitz.
4th and 6. Ball on the 24-yard
Well, it's good to see my backup quarterback putting up, his completion percentage is good at least. Wide open. Good throw. He won't be our starter. Our other guy will be. So they're doing hurry up, which is hilarious. That's my big free safety. I love the glitches. It's so funny. So they're not going to run the ball once, are they? I will run the ball some when I get on offense. Trust me. See, they're going to play action or let's just pass every single down. Again, it's a feature that it's cool that they implemented, but they didn't fully flesh it out. I'm sure it's better than the other games. Problem is those other games, the later ones, 08 through 11, they're tough. Got issues. I didn't even use the speed button on that one. I just came right on through. I'll just call the same play. The half's about over with. I think I'm going to cut through the A gap here. Get him. Intercept that. Good defense.
The pass ball's incomplete. Number 83.
They're staying in bigger sets, which I'm glad they are. I mean, they're sticking with the offense that I've built the roster around. Running full-blown West Coast, everything under center, old school. That's a pick 6. Oh, they won't let me return it. So I wonder, since it's less than a minute to go, they're going to feel like they got to go deep all the time. I assume they're going to treat it like a hurry up. That's a good throw. Fumble. First fumble of the day. Unfortunately, a guy who's not even on my roster is going to get points for that. Somebody else should have picked up that fumble. Like this kid right here, Slater. It'd be cool if it lets you, like, hey, do you want to keep this walk-on your roster? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, Clemens is on the roster. They're definitely running West Coast, that's for sure, keeping everything within 10 yards. Let's do another zone blitz. That's fine.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Good defense there. Got a hand on it.
Incomplete pass. Number 80, the intended receiver on the play.
We'll do a one high.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 28.
They have... It's so weird. They're literally not going to run the ball. I feel bad for my backup halfbacks. They can't do anything. Guess they're not going to... They're not going to run it. Little shallow route underneath. Still going one high there. So what is it? 2nd and 10. We'll just go back to quarters.
2nd and 10.
It'll get more interesting in the second half at least. I'll make sure of that. Make a play. Except that guy. Cannon, I hope he's on the roster. Not one of these fake walk-ons. Taking their sweet time. Makes no sense, but whatever, like I said, it's just new feature. It's not going to be perfect. It's a rough throw there. Should be last play right here. 1 second. Let's just do a 2 high man.
2nd and 10.
I'll control Bogle Pole. Awesome name. And that is the end of the first half. So we'll just get right into the second half. And who is where? I got Suber. Let's run the ball a little bit. I love throwing the ball, don't get me wrong, but let's run the ball some. We're going zone. Man, that kid's unreal. He needs to be playing somewhere. Stay on my program, please. I like that Slater kid. Let me just look here. Let's do a curl flat.
2nd and 5.
Going man. I want Suber and or Craddock will be my impact guys, more than likely. Or I'd love to put my tight end as an impact guy. That may be intercepted. Nope, just a rough throw. Fumble.
Fumble on the play.
Williams is also a possibility. Bobby Williams. For example, let's see if we can't get him going. Let me think here. Let's do slants. Going zone. Yeah, we're in the middle of the field. This still should be able to work. Get a little throw there to Williams. I think they went man there, possibly. So I'm going to try to target the entire thing around Craddock, Williams, and Suber. We need these guys to be at tip-top shape to get ready for the upcoming season. Let's look at Gambler Switch. I never call this play. It's a much better man-beaten play than zone. Let's just see what happens here. Get some yards there with our starting tight end, Jacola.
3-yard gain on the play.
What else do we got here? I wouldn't mind calling some things that I normally don't call. Let's do this slot cross.
2nd and 7.
We're going zone. Got some options here. I'm going to get sacked. Somebody came through. That ain't good for Craddock. Somebody just came right on through. I shifted my protection to the left. As you can tell, that's what they done. I probably should have scooted up a little on that one. That's my fault. Let's get him going again. Let's get Craddock up a little bit. And I forgot we're in the middle of the field. They're going zones. Let me just run the ball. I'll just do that. Just nothing there. Let's do a toss play with him.
2nd and 10.
We can hurry this up since we don't have a whole lot of time to make plays. Well, that ain't going anywhere. Destroy that. 3rd and 12. This is 2-down territory, of course, so we'll just treat it as such.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
We're going zone here. We can get 2 zone beaters going. Get something there. Then we'll get
Number 85 with the reception.
4th and 8.
Gain of 4 on the play.
We'll put our tight end in the slot. I'm just trying to think of a play I know I could probably get a first down with. Let's go split in drag.
4th and 8.
We're going man here.
2-yard line.
So what I can do, he's being double teamed. We can do a smart route. See if we can just get the first there. The cannon. Good play there. I'm just trying to get Craddock some bonus points. Trying to just get him going a little bit after that fumble. Going zone here. Nothing really going there. Suber, Craddock got some love. Can I move Williams? I'm going to move Williams down right there. Do tight end corner. And they're going man. So we'll go to somebody on the right. Let's go, Chicola. That was just a goofy play.
The pass ball's incomplete. Number
3rd and 7, we can...
receiver on the play.
We'll go back to normal. Looks like Suber is out. We'll go deep comeback.
3rd and 7. Ball on
We're
the
going man.
37-yard line.
I'll just probably leave it as is. Somebody came through, just no protection. They're going man, or it's 4th and 7. Let's go deep outs.
4th and 7.
This should be interesting. Cannon getting some love there. I want to get Bobby Williams going a little bit if it'll let me. Let's just stay here. If maybe they can... Let's go quick slants. We're going zone, so at least he can get a touch here. I'll just probably leave that as is. There we go. There we go. Good for Williams. He's going to get a touchdown. Is he going to get caught? Good deal. That's big for him. That should boost his overall a little bit. Maybe, hopefully. Let's go back to a toss play. And I may pick a different playbook next year. I'll still go with West Coast, but I'll just pick something a little bit different. Just to see what another playbook's got, and that's a good block there. Trying to see what we got here. Let's go back here. Not X post. That's fine.
2nd and 4.
We're going man.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Probably leave that as is. We're bringing everybody. Dang it! Make a play. That's intercepted. It was coming with the heat. Just wasn't enough guys on my left guard. Whoever this is. That looked rough.
The pass ball's incomplete.
3rd and 4. What do we got here? Let's do X dig Z whip.
3rd and 4.
We're going man.
Ball on the 26
This will go to Chicola or Henry. They are bringing the heat on every single... That's a terrible throw. We got them off sides at least. I may call that same play. I need to get down the field a little bit better, but that's okay. All right, they're going zone here. We'll go to Williams. That's good defense. Guy was just sitting there waiting on it. Weak normal. Flanker curl. That's what I was wanting to try to do earlier.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Let's see if I can hit this post. Good job for Williams. He may end up getting an impact status. It just depends. I don't know what I want to go with. I can go with a quarterback, running back, or receiver. I'm going to do two. One of the, two of them's going to go to one of, two of the three. I got to at least put one on. That's good defense. I got to put one on defense. I think it may only let me do two at the most at the beginning. Who knows? We'll find out. Let's do drive.
2nd and 12.
We're going man.
The 48-yard line.
He's coming down. I'm probably going to go to Grisby here. I threw that way too late or early. I don't know what I was doing there. Let's just stay here and see what else we have. Quick slants. Let's do quick slants. I'm going to do this version.
3rd and 12.
We're going zone.
On the 48-yard line.
Just lost the yardage. 4th and 13. We'll stay here and let's just go back to split and drag. I can call a timeout. I wonder how many timeouts I have. 3? Yeah, I got 3. I forgot about that. That's my fault. Oh, it's 4th and 13, so this may not make a difference. I'm going to flip it. And I'm going to go to Williams on purpose. I'm doing this. See if I can just get him over the top. It's double team. Ah, that was a good try. So we can try to keep going deep here. Let's go slot wheels. We're going man.
1st and 10.
Going to do a little run and shoot here. I threw that way too hard. That's my fault. 9 seconds.
Number 85.
I can maybe go back.
On the play.
The deep outs.
2nd and 10.
We're going man.
The 20-yard line.
I'm going to have him go deep just in case. Good throw there. We can call another timeout. We got 4 seconds. We can try a Hail Mary or something. We'll go to the one on the left.
1st and 10.
We're going zone. We can have Henry. Will it let me? I can only move 2 guys. Guess we'll move this guy. Nope. Don't have a chance on that one. All right. That is end of the spring game. That was interesting. Now, here's what I'm excited about. We're going to get out of here. Now, it's been so long since I've done this, I honestly don't know what to expect. So this is going to be brand new to me. All games have been played. That's great. We're going to finalize player positions. I don't know how long this takes. We'll let it do its thing here. Training players. We got to get... There we go. That's where we want to go. We're going to go to training results. See what's happened here. So Presley, you remember, I think he was the one that we moved from defensive tackle to defensive end. Look what happened. Went to 76. That's great. So let's start off with the quarterbacks. Not a whole lot changed here. Craddock will still be our starter. Halfback, Super went up +4. That is great. I want to do this to an overall. There we go. Super, McNair, both of them will get touches next season. Birch looks like he's going to be our starting fullback. Wide receiver, good to see Williams go up a little. He went up +4. I assume the spring game helped him a little bit. I'm not real sure. Henry went up 4. Tight ends, they all stayed about the same. Center went up +5. That's great. We needed Parks to do something because we're really hurting at center. Guard, right tackle. Defensive end, this is what I'm really excited about. Presley, thankfully he's a sophomore, so he's got a couple more years, actually 3. So that's going to be good depth for us at defensive end. Walden done his thing. We got a lot of bodies at defensive tackle. Middle linebacker. Now, I'm supposed to pick my impact players. I just do not see them. Select MVPs. That's where it's at. I'm glad I saw that. Whew. Otherwise, I would have missed out on it. So, let's just go back. I think for our... we got I want to kind of go off the overall as well. I mean, I don't want to pick somebody who, who's got like a bad overall, but we really need them to be great at that position, that type of thing. So it'll be either Craddock, Suber, or Williams. He's a junior. I would almost prefer we can at least have... Okay, select an offensive, defensive MVP for the spring. Players chosen MVPs will begin the next season impact players. So I got to do this out of the game. Okay, this is even better. Oh, nice. Okay. Offensive MVP. At least... as much as we throw, I probably need to have Craddock. Let's just put Craddock as an MVP there. I'd almost want to put Williams, but for our offense... I don't need an impact guy at wide receiver. I would prefer it be Craddock. So let's go to defensive MVP. We can put... let's just put Mosley. He is our left end, so I don't mind doing that. So I definitely want my quarterback. I mean, it's West Coast. The passing game is still the most prevalent thing of the bunch. Cutting players, we don't have to do any of that. We're up to 68 guys, so we're not going to cut anybody. But one thing I wanted to go look and see, if it'll let me get to it, I want to look at, say he left. I kind of wish those guys were there. I really missed that Bogle poll at free safety. He's not on the list. Either way. So we don't have to cut anybody. We're at 68, so let's continue to the depth chart. This is going to be a pretty quick video. There's not much else to look at. The only thing I do want to see is once we get to the depth chart, I'll fool with the depth chart later. I don't have to do that right now. I want to look at jersey numbers and stuff. I want to see who picked what and such. I think that stuff's pretty fun to look at. All the freshmen and newcomers. I think we got a couple of JUCOs coming in. Cutting players, even at that speed that we're doing at, it still takes a little while, as you can tell. Other than that, the next video will more than likely, I'll probably go back to the Hawaii Dynasty. I think I'm just ready to kind of go back to it. And I want to reorder everything to make sure it's all in sync, like the heist is always there. Again, I'll adjust this later on. So that's what we're going to do. Let them generate the schedule, then we'll get into the preseason. So it's going to be quite a while before we get back to this dynasty. But I do want to go to the rosters, and let's check out what we're going to look forward to heading into the next season. Now, the only downside I see to this is the impact thing. You're always stuck at 2 at the beginning. I wish you could have 3 at the beginning, but it won't let you. We're about to find out. I could be dead wrong on this. But Craddock will definitely be our starter going into the next season. I'm going to redshirt probably all 3 of those freshmen. Suber, he's going to be our starter. McNair behind him. Williams, as you can tell, we only got 1 impact guy on offense. That's the downside to that thing. So, of course, there's Mosley. Look at some of these other guys. We'll go back to... Oh, good. Okay, it done it. That's great. I was a little worried about that. So it still will give you 3 impact guys. I was a little worried you was only going to be stuck with 2. So let's go back to quarterback and let's look at these jersey numbers. Aaron McGrew, true freshman, 11. Then you got Daniel Blanchard, number 16. And then you got Alan Upshaw at 15. Looks like nothing has changed. Most quarterbacks in these games usually stick in the teens when it comes to jersey numbers, 10 through 19, unless there's not enough numbers there left, and they'll just go to the single digits. I wish they would go after more single digits, at least even it up a little bit, but that's not a big deal. Halfback, we didn't pick up any newcomer. Fullback, the same. Wide receiver, we did pick up Ryan Johnson. He is now an 81. And I thought we picked up another freshman, or was it a JUCO guy? I don't remember. I need to go back and look at my roster. I thought we picked up somebody else. Jay Robinson, possibly him. He's number 9. I'll have to go back and look. I need to go back and look. My bad. Tight end, we picked up Andre Brooks. So he is 84. Offensive lineman, we picked up Matt Carter at 68. We picked up Jermaine Medley at 73. We got a true freshman, John Archer, at 64. Defensive ends, we didn't pick up anybody here. We did. Well, Bruce Booker is 1. He's at 93. Defense tackle, we did get 1. Bryant Smith at 96. Outside linebacker, we picked up a couple of guys here. Chad Clement at 55. Paul Bishop at 53. Middle linebacker, we picked up a couple. 44 for Mike Winston and 46 for Marcus Slaughter. Yeah, as you know, I always got to have a Slaughter on my roster. I felt like I went through 4 straight dynasties with a Slaughter on my roster at one point or another. We picked up a couple corners. Corey Jackson, this was the athlete. Corbett was another athlete, if I'm not mistaken. Or Mike Hollis was the other one. He's at 39. Free safety, all of these guys are new. Sean Wright at 14. Brandon Shack at 8. And Travis Jones, number 20. Strong safety, we didn't pick up anybody, but that's going to be a priority for us next season. And we did pick up true freshman punter Kellen Callahan at 47. All right, those are all the new guys and their jersey numbers and whatnot. So like I said, I'm going to go back more than likely to the Hawaii Dynasty next. We'll go through that, the second season of it. And then we'll come back to this one. We'll just keep going back and forth until I change my mind. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.